progeny of Adam and Eve began to repopulate the earth, so to speak. Now, what happened was certain human souls decided to incarnate in physical bodies that they were not ready to incarnate into. And nevertheless, they incarnated in them. Those are the apes. So as I said, the apes were originally human souls who had been, shall we say, taken by the Venusian beings and Martian beings, etc., to those particular cosmic bodies in order, as I said, to have a spiritual abode until conditions on earth became suitable enough for them to be able to incarnate in suitable physical bodies that were created through the progeny of Adam and Eve, as conditions on earth improved as a result of the separation of the sun and the moon and the proper rhythm being established. But impatience will definitely get us nowhere. And these were impatient human souls. They wanted to incarnate right quick before these bodies were ready for them. And nevertheless they incarnated in these bodies that were not suitable as human bodies, and they became the apes. So you can see why the apes are so sorrowful. I mean, it's very understandable. And so that's a great lesson to learn. To develop patience, real patience. You know, not to get frustrated when things are not going exactly the way we wish them to go. You know, it's very important. We're always going to come across obstacles and roadblocks and dead ends and so forth and so on in this world. That's simply necessarily the case. But we have to have the patience of mind and body to be able to just negotiate our way through these obstacles and out of these dead ends and quicksands that everybody is stuck in without actually knowing that they are. It's very important to do that. And it is a wondrous thing, patience. And one thing we need to learn to develop, and not get frustrated. And I'm talking about being very calm, even in the face of the everyday stuff that we have to deal with in the work-a-day, you know, running around that we have to do to, quote-unquote, make ends meet. You know, just getting in the car and going to shop. Not to get frustrated when there's a traffic jam and people honking their horns. Don't honk your horn. That's what the kind of patience I'm talking about. Just say, okay, this is just the way it is, and take it step by step. Very important qualities to develop. Not easy to develop, I'm not saying that. And so that's the sad story of the apes. And if you do have questions, you know, I'm quite willing to address them. And so that just about does it for this week's, or rather this month's episode of the Mobuku Chronicles. Yeah, it's a short one, you know, but that's okay. You know, it's December. We're in the middle of Michaelmas, the Mass of the Archangel Michael, Advent, and coming up to Christmas. The Mass of Christ, I call it. You know, another empty, hollowed out festival where we all engage in really seriously stupid behavior. just get drunk. No wonder everybody has the blues. This is a time for introspection, for meditation, looking within, where the spiritual sun is active right now, and will be getting stronger as we approach Christmas. But that's another study that we need to do. And I will be doing a talk next week on macrobiotic eating as a Christ action, a Christ activity. So I'll put an excerpt of that up on the Mobuku Chronicles channel when I get around to finishing doing it. I'm doing that on the 19th of December. Okay, so whatever religious affiliation, if you have any, I wish you the best. Season's greetings in whatever mode you choose in terms of the religious background and religious, spiritual path you are following, which I hope you are, because we all have a spiritual stream to which we belong, and it's important to know which one we do belong to, so that we can be religious in our attitude toward life. All right then. What else can I talk about? Oh yeah. The gold and silver situation, if you're worried about it, don't. As I said, the gold and silver are heavily manipulated. And that manipulation is about to end any day now. So keep accumulating it while you still can, at these very cheap prices that they are, especially silver. Because most of us are not exactly people I know are not high net worth individuals, so I recommend buying silver and stashing it someplace where only you know where it is. And there's no paper trail. Don't have any paper trail. All right then. I hope you have a good night wherever you are, good day, good evening, and good morning. We're getting ready for a snowstorm here. It's supposed to come in tonight. So that would be cool. Gotta get a lot of snow. We need moisture. We need a lot of moisture here in the Sierra Pacific in the West Coast. So I hope we get plenty of that tonight. And as I said, if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, I'm quite happy to answer them. If I have the capacity to actually answer them, I will do so. And thank you very much for listening to me, and we'll see you next month. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, Happy New Year.